Hey, what's up everyone? On today's episode, we're going to put the TRS strapless system to the test. Before we can put it to the test, we have to install it, and you're going to start by installing the spools on the swing arm. With the spools installed, now you got to get your motorcycle up to your trailer, and hopefully you do a better job than I did. With the bike held upright by the wheel chock, you can start measurements. Using a square, make a mark 2 inches forward from the center line of the spools. Using an 11/16 spade bit, drill 2 holes for the mounting hardware and then verify everything lines up. On my first installation, I didn't do it this way and it led to some of the problems I experienced. But after talking to the TRS Racing engineering team, they asked me to try this out and it worked out great. But let me show you what happened in the beginning. This was only my first time using this system with the front wheel chock that actually keeps the bike upright. But I did leave it a little bit crooked and I didn't realize it until the end. But that is something that you're able to fix rather quickly. And even if you don't, it doesn't really affect how the bike travels on the trailer. It just looks kind of weird on your rearview mirror. And I hate the way it looks, so I had to fix it and straighten it back out. Once I straightened out the bike, I went and put the system to the test. And as you can see here, this is what I was telling you about using the wrong wheel chock, because this wheel chock allows the bike to roll backwards too easily. So under hard acceleration, I was getting off the wheel chock, and because of the wheel chock being removable, it actually fell off, but the bike thankfully didn't fall off. And by hard acceleration, I mean really hard acceleration. I'm punching it as hard as I can. And again, this image here is before I had the other type of wheel chock, and that really did make a difference. But even with the wheel chock that holds the bike upright and prevents the bike from rolling off freely, it wasn't enough to keep the bike in place, and that's why we had to move the mounting points forward. Once I moved the hardware forward 2 inches, the bike barely moved, even though I was giving it all I could before breaking traction. The bike was secure, and although it does move, I don't feel it's going to fall over or come off the wheel chock, especially if you're driving like a reasonable person instead of driving like a madman running from the cops. But I really wanted to put this system through hell, so I continued to make hard pulls, some from a dead stop and others from a rolling start, and the TRS Racing tie-down system didn't mind it. After I bought a wheel chock that better holds the bike in place, I stopped having issues even when accelerating as hard as I could and taking turns rather fast. The advantages are that it has a great price, and you can buy 2 systems for the price of 1 TRS system and still have money left over. And it will be used with multiple bikes for 30-ish bucks for compatible spools versus $80 to $100 for a set of pins for the Pitbull system. Super easy to install, quick tie down, maybe not as quick as the Pitbull system, but I would need to test that. And it does take up less space on the trailer and easily fits anywhere in storage. But it does have some disadvantages, and I mentioned it earlier, but the bike can end up slanted, but again, that can be easily fixed. Another thing is that you must have a wheel chock, and the bike moves under hard acceleration. In the end, I think the TRS Racing strapless system is a great alternative to the expensive Pitbull TRS, and way better and faster than conventional straps.